Welcome back, everyone. John Schlumbohm back with us today. He's a Putnam County Commissioner. We're kind of looking back. We figured if the Today Show could do montages and look back on the year, we could do it. So we're going to look at the budget a little bit. We came out of the pandemic, obviously, for 2.5, 3 years there. And, I know that made things a little dicey and trying to figure out what you're going to do. But overall, the budget numbers look pretty good, didn't they?
Yeah, they don't look bad at all. The inflation, of course, has had a pretty good effect on us. Mostly in our labor market. It's such a competition to keep good people, and we've got really good people here, and we want to retain them. But it's also kind of a revolving door for a lot of them. They jump in, they jump back out in the job market, and you can't ever blame anybody for wanting to better themselves. But so it's made it kind of difficult for us with that part of it, retaining our workforce. But we're doing it. So.
Yeah, you bring up a very good point, because I know nobody's been immune to that. I know here in Lima they talked about fewer people taking civil service tests for firefighters, police, that kind of thing. So when you guys try to compete, I guess, with the private sector, that's a tough thing to do on local government dollars, right?
Yeah, it can be. But everybody's pretty reasonable here in Putnam County. I mean, obviously we've got the best workforce in the state of Ohio. That's very helpful. Yeah. But
Yeah, doing good. You guys are going through the budget hearings now and talking with each department. Kind of lay out how that process works, if you could.
Well, we suggest a wage increase across the board. For the last 2 years now, we're going with a dollar amount increase versus a percentage increase. We had a huge disparity between the people on the low end and the people on the high end. We're kind of trying to squish that together just a little bit. I'm pretty sure that probably the next few years we'll probably go with a percentage again. The people on top obviously don't like the dollar amount, but the people on the bottom love the dollar amount, and vice versa. Then when it comes to the percentage, or the percentage wise, the people on top end like that, of course, much better.
Yeah.
So it can always be a challenge, but that's why we're here. Take that on.
How have health costs done for you? I know that's one area, and health insurance always seems to increase every year. Have you guys noticed that as well?
Yeah, we had a little bump this year for sure. The last 2 years we were pretty flat, which was, we were pretty fortunate about that. But this year I'm thinking it was 7 or 8%, which still in today's market isn't terrible. We're pretty healthy around here, so that's helpful.
Yeah. Well, you bring up a good point, because I was thinking back too. We were looking back on some of the things that stood out. Are there things that stood out this year for you? I think of all the beginning of the improvements to the fairgrounds and some of those things. Is that some of the highlights for you guys?
Yeah, that's definitely been a fun project, working on the event center that we're going to be putting on the fairgrounds. That's really been rewarding, because I've got construction background anyway, so that's really been fun for me. Then of course we've got the grandstand refurbishment that we're going to be starting on shortly, and that's also been a challenging project, because it's kind of one of those deep holes that the old house that you buy and becomes a money pit. We don't know exactly where we're going to be on that grandstand, but we've got some good architects working on it, so that's very helpful in that respect. Putting a lot of money into our fairgrounds. We want to try to get that so we are using it more than a week a year.
Right.
And so you got to invest to reap that harvest.
Yeah. Well, and you've talked about the ideas to bring in business meetings, even weddings and that kind of thing, and make it a bit of a showcase for the county, right?
Yeah. And I think that's going to work out very well for us on the fairgrounds.
Yeah, I think people are going to love that. Well, John, we appreciate the update as always. Best of luck to all of you.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. You have a great day.
You too. Nice chatting with you. We'll be back right after this.